welcome back to Film FM. We're doing Back to the Future Part 2. Last time, we probably didn't do Back to the Future Part 1 because this episode was sent to the future, which is why we're doing it now. So, we're back. Maya's back. I don't know when the last time you saw her was. Probably the first one, I presume. In any case, how's it feel to be back, Maya, even though it's minutes after for you?
Genuinely, I'm so happy you've had me back. Thank you very much. I cannot wait to spread some more wisdom. Some
more joy.
Some divine wisdom.
Exactly.
Okay, Ladkins, you're also here. How are you?
I'm very happy to be here. This will be my 5th episode.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Back to the Future 1 is 4th, and this is my 5th.
Well, unless you're in an episode in the meantime for when this comes out.
Now we know we can count.
Right. We've also got we've got Connor as well. How are we, Connor?
Yeah, you know how it is.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's well.
So today we're talking about the second in the Back to the Future trilogy, 1989. Fucking hell. 1989's Back to the Future 2, which was directed by Robert Zemeckis, and the story was by him and Bob Gale, like the last one. So this film made, on a budget of $40 million, it made $332.5 million at the box office, and it has a 7.8 on IMDb. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a popcorn meter of 86% and a tomato meter of 63, and its letterbox is an average of 5 stars?
No.
That can't be right.
3.9.
3.9.
Okay. Alright. I got some notes on my
That's
phone.
fairly respectable. 3.9 is pretty good.
Yeah. What did 1 get?
It's like
4.2, yeah.
Okay.
Which is really good. 4.2 is really good.
Totally going to just pull up my Back to the Future notes. Okay, so the first shot of this film is like it's been reshot because they have recast the actress who plays his girlfriend, Jennifer.
So it's a reshot of the
end scene of the last one.
Yeah, if they didn't do that, they would just show the footage from like part 1, wouldn't they?
So they would. Yeah, it's like all the Evil Dead films. They've all got. Have you ever seen Evil Dead, Ladkins?
No, but I know what you mean.
Has anyone seen Evil Dead?
No.
Connor?
No, I don't think so.
No one's seen Evil Dead?
I've not seen the full film.
Oh, that's a shame, man. In every the start of every Evil Dead film, they like recap the start of the first one, and he's got like Ash has got like a different woman playing his girlfriend every time. It's kind of weird. Anyway, I'd love to do a film with him on that. That'd be awesome. So Claudia Wells played Marty's girlfriend, but she had like her mum got ill, so she had to look after her, and then they got Elizabeth Shue in to replace her. So it's not like they got rid of her and it's a whole argument. Unlike
another actor, which we'll come on to.
So Crispin Glover was offered not as much money as he would have liked, and he said that he wasn't going to come back. So he decided to not come back on this movie. Although, while some people will say it's a pay dispute, Glover's since stated that his primary reason for not doing part 2 was a philosophical disagreement on the film's message.
That is bullshit. He just wanted money.
As Glover felt the story rewarded the characters with financial gains, such as Marty's truck, rather than love. So
right, okay.
Glover, what a bunch of waffle.
He's quite a strange man.
Shit, isn't it, really?
Now,
yeah, that's just waffling it.
The thing is, so this has all led to a lawsuit because they didn't just. So with Claudia Wells, they just recast her, and it was whatever. Like, except it's a new bird. But
it's not that deep, is it?
No,
because to be fair, Jennifer wasn't a big character.
She's not a big part of any of them.
But she is in this film, though. She's quite a big part in this film.
She's in it more than the last one.
But she's more.
Wife of passing out.
I mean, she does pass out, but
pass out.
And then she's gone.
It's all about her children, you know.
Yeah,
she's more of a plot point than in the first one.
Yeah.
So with Crispin Glover, he was replaced by Jeffrey Weissman, and recasting was fair enough. Glover said that he didn't care that he was recast. The problem is they use prosthetics like a false chin and nose and cheekbones to make Weissman look like Glover. I do want a picture put in of this.
I'll put.
Well, this is
depends on this episode.
Yeah.
It look like if you look at the side by sides of Jeffrey Weissman in the prosthetics and Crispin Glover, Jeffrey Weissman looks fucking terrifying. It doesn't look right.
It looks weird.
It looks like something out of like a shitty 80s horror movie. like a low budget one, like
Like
a House of Wax kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
It
Nightmare
really.
on Elm Street.
Yeah,
The thing is,
well,
they're
not
very
Elm
clever
Street,
though. I've seen like a video
Yeah.
essay on it, and they're very clever. Like when Crispin, like when Jeffrey Reisman plays George, they sort of hide him.
Yeah, and that's
Like
the thing.
he's like a
So,
background
Yeah, he
character. There's
doesn't
never
speak-
like
he
a
doesn't
close-up
speak to the
shot.
camera
He's
at
got-
There's
all.
never a
he's got
close-up shot of him.
glasses on in the first scene of this movie, which he's in very briefly. In the future scenes, he's upside down. Whenever he's in the 50s, he's like in the background and you barely see him.
I mean, spoiler alert ahead, but in the future he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead in the future. So the thing is, one wonders why go to all the effort of recreating Crispin Glover to have him always appear in the background or upside down or wearing sunglasses. There's really no problem with Jeffrey Reisman just playing the guy. It really doesn't matter that much.
Maybe they wanted to like still think like the audience at the time. They probably had no clue that he'd been recast.
Why even was he upside down?
It's to
To hide him.
the fact
was-
that
It's
it's
hide the
not.
fact that it's another actor.
Yeah,
no, but
he
like-
had a golf accident
Um,
and he was hanging upside down.
So
So, Glover, well, according to Jeffrey Weissman, they used molds of his face for the aging prosthetics that they used in the first film. They used those molds of Crispin Glover's face to get it more accurate.
I mean, you told me this. We were talking the other day. Like, imagine getting someone's like
Face.
your own face and put on another actor.
Guy, yeah. So
You'd be like pretty freaked out, to say the least.
Glover did eventually sue the company, sue the people who made.
Oh,
Back
so
to
he
the
got his
Future.
money at the end of the day, which is good for
And
him.
he got his money, and he wanted money. So
It said it was resolved out of court. I'm not too sure what it was, but I think that has changed clauses in the Screen Actors Guild's like agreements that producers and actors aren't allowed to use such methods to reproduce the likeness of other actors because they stole his face. To be
Yeah,
fair, they
pretty
did.
much.
yeah.
They did steal his face. Like whether he was being a dick on why he left or not is another story. But like, it's weird that they stole his face when they could have just recast
it's
him.
pretty creepy.
Not as weird as incest though. So
No.
not the weirdest thing they've ever done, I'd say.
Yeah, there's some. Yeah, okay. So we did the same scene from before. And
We've established
Doc,
this in the first movie. yeah.
Doc takes them to the future. Now, because Doc was going to be in this, the future, the present. This is going to be a bit confusing. The present version of Doc was going to be in the film more. They didn't want to have Doc Brown in the prosthetics that he had from the first film. So early on in the movie, as soon as they get to 2015 and land down, he like pulls his face off and he's like, "Oh, I've rejuvenated myself in the future," which is fair enough. I can buy that. So the future's 2015, which is it's come and gone, and I'm not seeing
10 years ago now.
I'm not seeing any flying cars.
It's 20. I mean, I was watching the film yesterday. It's 2025, and there's still no flying cars.
And they had what is it, Jaws 38, Jaws 39?
Jaws 19.
Oh.
Jaws 19.
Well,
That's
you were
really-
half. You were like double
Well,
it.
still
yeah.
there wasn't 19 Jaws films.
Yeah, no.
Unfortunately,
Sadly. Yeah.
maybe we could have got like a Jaws in space.
No, it's what,
Um,
Georgia.
And again, bringing
George
back
in the
Mayor
hood.
Goldie Wilson, there was an advert for him or his relative or
Yeah,
someone.
that looked really dated.
She's like, Mom, Goldie
Really
Wilson.
dated.
The future, it's missing some stuff, but there's some accurate things like Martin Skype's one.
The element of nostalgia they really did.
yeah, the
touch on.
cafe 80s.
Yeah,
the
The
Yeah.
old like video shot where they buy like old like comics and that, like VHS
Yeah, like
the almanac.
tape.
The almanac.
which is
Yeah.
essential. We'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah.
His boots are auto tying as well. That's not correct, but that is a thing in the film. There's also a knockout device which Doc uses to quickly knock out
Yeah, very Men in Black.
Jennifer. I don't know why. What was she trying to do? Trying to mess with history or something?
She was just freaking. What in the car?
The
She
car,
was
yeah,
just freaking out.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
we're in
They
the
leave
She
her
was
at-
asking too many questions.
They leave
and
her in an
doctors,
alley.
we talked about this before. Like, no one should know too much about their own future.
And
And then
yeah.
he's like, fuck this shit.
So Doc, I don't know how long. I know it's literally seconds for Marty. I don't know how long it's been for Doc. To be fair, because he's probably might have done a bit of other time travel. It could have been like literally years for him in between these two instances.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because I mean he's rejuvenated himself, so age isn't really a factor. But either way, it's good to see him again. I like his future fit. I think it's very funny. I enjoy it. Einstein's still knocking about as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine.
he
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
He's all good. So he's come to get Marty because something's going to go wrong with his kid. Marty McFly Jr. is going to get arrested when he does a robbery for Griff, who is Biff's grandson.
Yeah.
I think
he's
his granddad.
Yes, he goes, Grandpa!
Yeah. So, now Griff is not as harmless as... he's more harmless than Biff, because Griff isn't an attempted
He's not
rapist.
a rapist.
He's just a bit more of a bully.
He's just a
dickhead.
Yeah.
He's just nasty.
I mean, he is also a thief as well, but like he's not as bad. But
he's probably more dumb than Biff as well.
he seems to be bullying. Yeah, probably. He seems to be bullying Marty McFly Jr. as well, or at least peer pressuring him into committing a crime, which then spirals into in the future will spiral into Marty's entire family getting completely fucked. So Doc's come to stop this from happening by having Marty pose as his son, which is shot very well. I always think it's shot very well when you see the two people played by the same actor in these films in the same room. It always looks convincing. Like Marty McFly Jr. gets knocked over the bar, and then Marty will just get right back up and replace him, which is good. But he manages to they do the chase scene again, but this time it's with hoverboards instead of skateboards. He's got the iconic pink hoverboard, which I forgot was like a little girl's one.
Yeah. Well, it was like a scoot, and then he ripped it off, and then
Yeah, and it is literally just the same chase scene, basically, with him holding onto a car and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I like when the hoverboard goes over the water, and they're like, "You can't go over the water without power." And then Griff
he has a really weird laugh as well. That one guy, he's like,
"You
need power." Like it's really weird.
Like the guy out of Zombies, isn't it?
I don't know who's the actor. I don't know who he is.
Sorry, I don't know.
I don't know who it is, but that's what
I thought you meant the actor.
I don't know, but that's what it sounds like when you open the box.
So Griff tries to chase him on his hoverboard, but it all ends well for Marty when does Griff crash into a building or something?
Yeah.
He crashed into the clock tower.
Clock tower.
I think it was the clock tower, or at least where the clock tower was in its present.
I think one of the plot points was like, oh, they've just finished rebuilding it.
They've finally fixed it.
The water, like by the Hill Valley, clock, there was no water in '85, was there? No, because that was like newly built.
So with this, they think that time is. Marty's convinced that time's now fixed because they've they've made it so that Griff's got arrested instead of Marty's son, which is totally they've saved the future. It's fine. We're all good. So that would be the end of the movie if things didn't go disastrously wrong. Also, lawyers have been abolished in this. So within 2 hours of Marty's son committing a crime, he gets 15 years. It's an interesting addition to the future.
Yeah.
Which is,
but is this the part where he buys the almanac and obviously...
Yeah, he's like, yo, Doc, look at this cool thing.
And Biff just keeps basically... I swear there's like a little scene where he keeps looking at the car and stuff like that.
Yeah, Biff, and then he goes, there's something awfully familiar about this.
Yeah, so it's because, he sees the car again, which he saw in 1985, like a grandpa Biff who's a bit of a... He's not the happiest man in the world. He is calling Marty... when he's talking to Marty and he thinks he's like Marty Jr., he's like, your dad's fucking useless or whatever. So his dad's not. Not everything is alright at the McFly.
So we went from like 1955 he was a twat, 1985 new timeline he was alright, but then 2015 he's a grumpy old man again.
Yeah, he's a grumpy old
man. But I'm guessing like...
But yeah, he's a granddad and he's a granddad grumpy and he's exactly the same. Like he went from cleaning George McFly's car to cleaning his grandson's car, and there's a bit when he sees him in the cafe in the beginning of the film and he's like, I told you to put on 2 coats of wax, that's only 1 coat of wax. So he's like still a cheap bloke, like a bit of a crook, which is why, like you said with the sports almanac.
It's like Marty buys the sports almanac so he can get rich in the past, because it's an almanac that contains the results of every major sporting event from 1950 to 2000. But Doc gets it and he's like, what are you doing? So Doc so they get interrupted by the police that have found Jennifer, because Jennifer's ended up like the police found Jennifer in the alley and they took her back to her home because they thought it was
the real Jennifer.
Which I suppose you wouldn't think too much about, because if rejuvenation exists, you can...
Well, they did say that, didn't they?
Yeah.
In the thing, they did say, the rejuvenation's really good on
that.
Yeah.
So, so they take her back, and because they're interrupted by them, that they don't get rid of the almanac, and elderly Biff gets it, and he while Doc and Marty are busy, he sneaks into the DeLorean so he can go back in time and give it to his younger self, which is going to have disastrous effects. We also see we see the McFlys in the future, as Maya, you said, his daughter is played by
himself.
I didn't know that. I could tell a man was the first time I watched it. I knew it was a man playing the daughter, but I didn't think it was Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. He kind of, and obviously this older Marty he's kind of similar to his dad, but also not, because this version he's kind of ruled himself off the idea that he's not a coward and all that stuff, and it's turned him.
It's worked against him.
Situation.
Yeah.
And he's got his own little Biff called Needles.
Yeah.
So
Needles convinces him to do some sort of illegal deal, and then
is he Flea out of Red Hot Chili Peppers? I swear that guy's Flea.
I have no idea. I'm sorry. You'd have to Google
it. I wanted to Google it yesterday, but I forgot.
Well, you failed. Sorry, you haven't. So as soon as he agrees to this illegal deal, which he didn't want to do because he's like, what if my boss is listening? And then Needles is like, oh no, it'll be fine. What are you, chicken? And he's like, all right, we'll do it. And then his boss immediately calls him up on Skype, and he's like, McFly! Yeah. So he is fired, which the young Jennifer sees in. She's hiding in the cupboard. Yeah. And then they've still got faxes though, so they didn't really get that one right on 2015.
No.
Instead of just a text message.
They got brain rot right though. Because
they did actually.
They didn't have any phones, did they?
I
don't think they had any phones.
So Marty McFly Jr. He gets home and he's like, I want to look at channel 17, 4, 29, and 8, and he sits there watching 4 screens at once. So this predicted you, Jamie, if you're watching.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So because how else am I going to enjoy a funny reel without Subway Surfers and a GTA car underneath? I've just I've every single time I see one of those, I just put not in anything with multiple screens like that. I put not interested, and I've done it to the point where I don't get them anymore. I have to really iron it. I had to iron it out of my Instagram because it really wanted me to see it.
Yeah, that's impressive.
I know. Yeah, it took a while.
Yeah, you've got more willpower than me. I just sit and watch them.
Yeah, I can't. I have to go. Even if
I don't think I've ever had that.
Even if the video, if the video interests me at the top, I've just got to be like, no, I've got to get rid of these, otherwise my brain is going to die. I will never download TikTok. I can't do it.
Jetpack Joyride.
I like Jetpack Joyride, but I can play Jetpack Joyride. I don't need to watch it. It's too much for me.
Wrong.
So Marty McFly Jr. is not only a criminal, but he's also got his brain's rotting. He probably knows all the current memes of the time. In any case, the future would be saved. I think they're all well and good, and then they go back to 1985.
There's one thing you missed.
Oh yeah, sorry, go on.
Marty, obviously, after he's got fired, he's spinning around on his spinny chair with his guitar, because obviously from 1985 that we saw in the previous film, he loved playing the guitar and he wanted to be a musician. And then you see him go into his hand and being like, oh, and then when they're eating dinner with the whole family, they bring up that he's a chicken, and it was this freak accident in an automobile accident.
Yeah, he got he got hit by a Rolls Royce,
and he had to stop. Oh shit!
Yeah. Rolls Royce.
It's still coming back to me now.
Hurt his hand, and obviously Jennifer heard it and didn't necessarily keep it to herself. So spreads that wisdom.
And she's got a fax which says you're fired on it, which will be relevant in the next one. I did kind of forget. I was slightly confused on this when I watched the third one, but we'll talk about that another time. So
there's a lot of information.
There's a lot going on. These two were filmed back to back. Rather, they were. So they are more connected than even the first one.
That's why I watched them back to back.
Understandable. They really are designed.
Didn't wait 4 years.
Yeah.
Well, Marty didn't. So. No. Honestly, though, Marty McFly had a really weird month. And that was just it for him. He had 1 month of the craziest shit ever, and then he just went back to playing the guitar.
Back to normal.
This is Doc's life. This is one adventure Marty went on.
Yeah.
Good for him, I guess. So they get to 1985, and Marty goes into his house, and he wakes up and there's like some black kids in his bed. And then Dad comes out with like a baseball bat trying to beat the hell out of him. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong house.
Yeah.
And he's like, tell them I'm not selling. So history has changed. It turns out that Biff has gone, he's gone back in time and he's used the almanac to secure a fortune. And he's the most wealthy man in the country.
How would that have an impact on old Biff though? Because I think there's a deleted scene where he goes back.
He has a heart attack.
He has a heart attack and
dies. When he gets out of the DeLorean. So when he arrives back into 2015, he has a heart attack and then he dies. And they knew that Biff was in the DeLorean because he had a cane that had the fist he made when he did your knucklehead. That was on top of the cane and that snapped off when he was having a heart attack. And that was in the footing of the DeLorean. How
would Biff know how to use the time machine though? How would he know it'd be 88?
Well, like when he goes back, he like crashes into all the bins. And when you've travelled somewhere, it says where you were travelling from. So he probably saw it as travelling from 1985.
And so he probably put
It's not. It doesn't seem like that hard to operate the vehicle. It seems pretty user friendly. I was not aware of that deleted scene. I mean, so
was it deleted? I thought it was in the film.
No. So he comes. No. He's in the film where he comes back. And he's like, ugh. But there's a deleted scene where he like disappears and he dies.
Does he vanish?
He vanishes.
Because that version of Biff doesn't.
Because like they effectively they made Biff worse.
Well, I understand.
Because like original 2015 he was fine, but the new 2015 he was worse and he died.
I understand why they delete him being vanished from history because that wouldn't make sense with. Because when Marty changes history, he just emerges in the new one like he is the Marty of that timeline.
No, but I think it's that Biff. Because Biff did all of this and now younger Biff is rich and has all this money, that has indefinitely changed his, obviously, timeline, and he probably died a lot earlier. Old Biff might not have been around.
I can buy that.
Because he was just drinking himself to death.
Yeah, because like
died.
Like, he wasn't a nice man.
Okay, that does make complete sense.
And also they changed all the Hill Valley signs. Like when you said when Marty went back to what he supposedly thought to be his house, all of the signs that said Hill Valley had been like spray painted over, and now they say Hell Valley. And it just looked very rough and run down.
So Doc in this timeline is to be committed to a mental hospital. So he's not doing too well for himself either. Not that he is in it yet, but that's what's on. That's what's on the newspaper that he's got. So it's gonna work. My brain's gonna work at some point. It does work. Yeah, okay.
It's just a hell, basically.
It's a hell. They show you a video of like how he got rich because he was betting on sports, and then he opened Biffco, and they talk about how he was related to Mad Dog Tannen, which will be relevant in the next one. I didn't know they mentioned him in this film.
Yeah, they do.
They had the foresight. And then some people turned up and they knocked Marty out. We do the same scene this time where it's his mum. Yeah. It is his mum this time, but
she doesn't try and hit on him.
Well, it was his mum the first time.
Yeah. No, it's his mum from
1955 mother.
It's his 1985 mother who is different, I'll say, from how she was in the original timeline.
There's so many different 85 timelines.
Well, there's two, but
there's three, including the Biff version, the Biff 85 one.
Certainly, yeah. I suppose technically, there's four.
In this one, the school's closed down because he goes past Mr. Strickland's house and he's got his gun. He's like, you slackers. So like the school's closed down, which as well. And also the Biff, when they were writing him and like basing him, the Biff character, and you can especially tell in this film, he's based on Donald Trump.
Yeah,
that's what I was
definitely
thinking.
tell with
in this one,
it's just like
Trump Tower.
Imagine if
it feels pretty obvious with this one. I can.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So in this timeline, George McFly is dead. He was shot, which is likely to reveal to be by Biff.
Mm-hmm. And Biff, I own the police, so he didn't get
jailed for it because he owns the police, and he forced Marty's mother Lorraine to marry him and to get a boob job. So,
because when they're having an argument, she's like, "And these,
let me get these."
Yeah, and for some reason, Marty, when he first sees her, spends a good second to point out that fact.
You're Mom, you're so. Because in the first film, he goes, "Mom, you're so young," and in this one, he goes, "Mom, you're so big." Like
and originally when I first watched this, I thought, it's because his mom. I thought he meant his mom's fat. But no, it's
No, he meant
she's got
the,
yeah.
she's got big
well,
knuckles.
boobs.
I was 10 when I first watched it, so I didn't.
I didn't understand.
No.
Penny
Yes,
hasn't dropped
no.
yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she's got an impressive set on her. Not that she's too happy with him though, because you know, it was
She
all,
loves George.
She loves George. She loves George, and she's trying to leave. Trying to leave Biff again, but Biff's like, "I'll take all the money off your kids," and all that. So she's staying with him. She's in a very abusive relationship with him, and she's like, "It was my fault." It's kind of sad, actually.
Yeah, it's like he was right and I was wrong.
Yeah, it's really kind of grim. So
Yeah. Well, it just proves that Biff's just a
he's a monster. He's
Yeah,
more of a monster in this one as well.
he's
Like,
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, I mean, when he throws those kids' ball away, so yeah, it's just the worst guy ever.
Sorry.
Kid's ball away.
Yeah. Don't you remember when he walks out? There's the scene where
Oh
he's
yeah,
by
yeah.
the older Biff, and he walks out the house where he's speaking to his grandma, and he goes, "Yeah, you want your ball back? You want your ball back?" He throws it, and he goes, "Go get it, then."
I mean, it's that and
I
murdering
kind
a
of
guy.
laughed
So
at that.
who's
to be
worse?
honest. I kind of laughed at that. To be fair.
So that, yeah, they've managed to keep Jeffrey Weissman as George out of this movie even more by having him be dead. Yeah, when he briefly appears in the future, it was what did you say earlier? It was because of a golf accident.
Yeah,
It's
it was a
upside
golf
down.
They
the
did it.
entire
They
time.
did it on purpose.
It's so
They did it on
strange.
purpose.
This is
No,
such
it was
a
an
weird
accident.
choice. It's so weird. I don't really even know what to say. But this is an interesting film because now him and Doc have got to get the almanac so they can fix the future. No, they have to get the almanac in the past, don't they? Wouldn't make a difference here, would it? They've got to get away from him, I guess. So Marty confronts Biff about it, and Biff's like, he shows it him in his safe, and he's got his big picture of himself behind him, and he's like, you know, this my relative, he came up to me and he gave me this, and he said if a kid or a old scientist came up to him, he'd have to kill them. So he tries to kill Marty, which he says getting 2 McFlys with 1 gun. So then Marty jumps off, and he is saved by the DeLorean. So him and Doc Brown.
Yeah, they're on the roof of the Biff building.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
That's such a cool scene.
I just want to say it's so cool that the DeLorean can fly now. It's awesome. It's just it's amazing.
It's very beneficial to Martin a lot of times in this movie.
Certainly, yeah.
But it's not very beneficial at the end of the film, though.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, so
Should have stayed on the ground.
probably, yeah. So
Flying car in 1985.
Yeah.
So
1895.
their plan is to go back in time to the 50s to get the almanac, to stop old Biff giving 50s Biff the almanac. So they follow him around. They've got to try and get it from him, but they need to do it after old Biff has given it to him, because otherwise Biff's never going to return the DeLorean back to 2015. So they have to wait till he's done it, and then they spend quite a lot of the film trying to get it off Biff, 1955 Biff. One thing I like about the film is that when they get there, Doc Brown's got a case full of money, dollars, and they're all different years. Because it just makes me think that it has been a while for him between 1 and 2. Because it's like in 1 he just invented time travel. By now he's just got it locked down. He just knows what he's doing.
He knows, how to operate finance.
But this is why I love the film, because it's just like, they've put so much thought into that, and like a tiny detail like that is really like a nod to
because they didn't have to put that in really at all. I don't know.
It's just cool. I think it's very, very cool. It just shows that's just why it's a franchise. It's just brilliant.
Thomas Wilson, the guy who plays Biff, also does the voice of his grandmother.
I didn't know that.
Grandma.
I didn't know that.
No,
Very convincing old woman voice.
Yeah, he had to. No, it's fine.
No.
Yeah. Marty had to get a disguise to go around the place, and he's following them around the whole movie. And it's just more 1955 shenanigans with Biff and various Martys as well. Like one gets knocked out by a door, and the other one
Very cat and mouse shit.
Very cat and mouse, and he's got to get the almanac. But he briefly fails at one point because he thinks he's got on the almanac, but it's actually like a.
Oh, it's just the cover, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a cover.
Yeah.
It's a
The
nudie
dust
magazine
sheet.
of some kind instead. So.
Oh, it's ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think, where do we go from there, really? Yeah, they do get it eventually though, which is I mean,
yeah, well, he gets it taken back off him when he gets knocked out by the door, and then he has to chase. Or what? So there's something with a car.
There's he's chasing after Biff's car on a hoverboard.
Yeah, that's it.
And Biff's crashed into Manor for the second time that week.
he goes, "I hate manure."
Yeah, it's not been a good 7 days for Biff.
But right, can we just touch on the fact that why is there so many just manure trucks in Hill Valley?
Coincidence?
I guess they got a lot. They got a lot of farms.
And
around
it's
the
field place, isn't it?
I don't know.
Where does Hill Valley? Where is it? The east? Is it the west? Like, where is it?
Where is Hill Valley?
Neverland Place.
Neverland.
Is it like Springfield, like The Simpsons, like how they've called it Springfield because there's like a Springfield in every single state?
Maybe.
And like, is there a Hill Valley in every single state?
Maybe.
So it's like a lot of people can watch it and be like,
Maybe.
I'm currently googling this one.
I'm guessing it's in the west.
Hill Valley is supposed to be in Northern Carolina.
Where
Nevada.
is that?
Nevada.
Is that like down south?
So that's like with Biffco.
Yeah.
Like Vegas.
So.
See what you did there?
Yeah. So.
I did not know that.
You did not know that, did
I
you?
also did not know that.
Well, we've learned things, haven't we?
Exactly.
They do successfully burn the almanac, though, which is good. And you'd think that would be the end, but Doc's in the sky currently, in the car, and there's a storm going on in 1955, which hits Doc, hits the DeLorean, which sends Doc hurtling through time. Because throughout the film, it keeps the time frame keeps playing up, and it keeps going to 1885 on the box, which tells you where you're going to go, rather than 1985. And he keeps hitting it and going like, "Oh, I've got to get that fixed." And then in this case, it comes back to haunt him because he is struck by lightning and he is sent to the pack. Well, Marty thinks he's been killed, but he's not, as we find out in a minute. Also, Doc meets Doc at one point.
That was a very heartwarming scene.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe I'll see you in the future.
Or in the past.
Yeah, there's also the bit where, you know how you mentioned that Marty had the bit of newspaper about Doc being taken to the mental institute.
Yeah.
It said the word got changed, and Marty checks, and instead of Doc saying like the bad thing, it says like condemned. Because he got like a science prize. Hale, yeah. He gets like a science prize, which I think was really nice because it kind of does lead on to the next film.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the dad as well.
A lot
like,
more.
The dad didn't get murdered; he got awarded.
Yeah, which is really nice because it's nice because obviously the first film is all about Marty and like and this is really nice because you're seeing more about the family. And the other cool characters, which I think is really nice.
I like the posters for these movies because the first one is like Marty and he's like checking the time machine with his glasses, and then the second one it's Doc Brown right behind him as well, and they're both doing the same pose. And then for the third one it's them again, but it's in the West and it's Clara. It's just the same poster 3 times, which is appropriate because it's
the same film
three
times.
Three times.
So.
Actually, I don't think he's got glasses in the first poster. I think I'm going crazy. No, he does.
Yeah,
he does.
He's
goggles in it. I'm not crazy. Yeah, these are good, man. I got put these on screen, editor. Like these look.
Oh,
good.
I'll do it.
They're very nice. They're all very nice.
I'm editing this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
he keeps talking about how he's going to edit them. He's
Yeah.
editing all of them at this rate.
You can edit all of them if
I'm
you
committed.
like. That's fine with me.
Certainly fine. Okay, so. This one does have more, certainly have more Doc Brown than the last one did, which is good, I think. He gets to be part of the whole adventure this time, because probably my favourite part of the film is just seeing these two sort of go on, well, Doc and Marty go on little adventures together.
Yeah.
They do keep fucking it, though.
He's so funny as well, how he says Marty. He's like, Marty! Like, he's just so funny.
Great Scots.
Oh, shit, Elizabeth Shue, she's she's the girl from...
She's the girl from
the
Karate
Kid.
Yeah. Do you not know that?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know she was also in Back to the Future.
Yeah,
that is mental. Yeah. Man, if you're in the 80s and you want like a love interest, you get Elizabeth Shue. Apparently, that's the way to go. Fair enough, I guess. Rock on, man. I think. This one.
She seems to have a thing for like 24-year-olds that look like 17.
It's oddly specific.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay then. Okay, so, what do I want to talk about now?
Is that it? Or is
that's plot-wise, but we're only half an hour. We're only in half an hour, so I got to think of something to actually talk about.
That's why he wants to edit this one.
Yeah. So, do we prefer the first one or the second one?
I like the second one purely because there's more time travel. You get to go to 2015 and then you get to go back and you get to go forward and then you go back again. And I think there's a lot of things, like we've mentioned today, that like are clever. whereas because they can kind of play on the first film, and I think they knew that they were making a trilogy, so they could tease, like you said, that we'll obviously touch on in the episode about the third film, like Mad Dog Tannen, like they're planting little seeds for the third film, which I don't think in the first film they didn't intentionally do. If they did. But with this one, it's really nice because you see a couple of bits, and then if you've seen all of them, you're like, oh.
Yeah, because at the end of this film, a guy turns up with a letter like, this is from 87 years ago. Are you Marty McFly? And it says that Doc has been transported back to 1885, and he's happy, and that under no circumstances should Marty come and save him.
Mm-hmm. But out of loyalty, Marty.
He will try to.
The Doc's alive! He Googled him. Oh, no, because does he go to the cemetery? Or is that with his dad? He goes to the cemetery.
He goes to the cemetery for his dad, but he does go to the cemetery for Doc in the next one. So we'll talk about that then, because the film ends with like you see. This gets a bit confusing after a while. 1955, Doc sees Marty from the first film disappear, and he's like, "I did it, we did it, yeah." And then the Marty from the second film turns up, and he's like, "You gotta help me get back." And then
he immediately faints.
He faints.
And it was like, "Oh my god,
to be
you gotta do it again."
Oh yeah,
gotta do it again.
But do you know that with the to be continued, to be concluded, the to be continued in the first film wasn't actually put in the cinemas. It was only put in on the VHS release.
I see.
Which
right.
But
that
then
makes sense. That's like
pretty crazy.
It's like in Star Wars, how like it was just Star Wars originally, and now it's Star Wars and Episode 4: A New Hope.
Oh.
Interesting. Mind you, George Lucas had a field day redoing those movies. Like, with all the special editions.
Oh god, that was like his fantasy.
Changing the name to A New Hope is pretty tame compared to some of the stuff he's put in there.
Fucking like dragons or some shit like.
Well, some scenes in the film you just don't. It's like he's put a weird CGI character over.
That's what I mean.
What's
like,
actually happening
in Tatooine, like
which is so strange.
And it looks even more dated than it did before.
Yeah.
Like the special effects.
My mate.
Jabba, the Jabba scene.
Where he appears in New Hope.
And Han just goes around and steps on his tail.
It's just stupid, isn't it? They had to. I think
there's an even worse one where in the '97 version, and then they improved it slightly in the DVD release. It's, dreadful.
What's that?
You know the Han Jabba scene.
Yeah.
So there was an original CG Jabba that looked even worse than the new.
So they had to redo it.
Yeah, they had to redo it because it looked that bad.
In the original version of the scene, it's like some guy, like he was like a man.
Yeah, but it's a deleted scene. Like when it came out in the cinema, like they never showed that scene
because they hadn't decided what Jabba the Hutt looked like.
Yeah.
This film, which one do you prefer, Ladkins?
I quite like the first one.
Quite like the first one. Why?
Yeah, actually no. I changed my mind. I like this one better because there's more to the story. It's very confusing if you watch it the first time, but it's fun confusing. Like you're enthralled with what's going on. You're captivated.
What do you think, Connor?
Whether I like it more than the first one or not, or which one I like?
Which one you prefer? Yeah.
I don't really. I think I find the second one more interesting. I don't know actually. I don't really know which one I like more.
I feel like my answer does change depending on the day.
Yeah, because I don't know. Man, it's difficult. This. I think I'm gonna say I like the second one a bit more, but it's not by a lot.
Like, I think
I'm only saying it because you've asked me. If no one asked me, I'd just say they're as good as each other.
I feel like the first two are like pretty like similar, and then the third one's still very good, but it's not.
It's more like standalone.
Yeah. Stands out.
I think it's just more of the time travel shit. I mean, the first one is a film in which a film in which a guy travels to the 50s, but this film is kind of more about time travel, if that makes sense. Like it's a constant thing they're always doing. Where it's more complicated, like you said.
Yeah,
it's like
massively.
Back to the Future's like, what if a dude had to like make sure his parents got married in the 50s, got together in the 50s. It's not as crazy as like like this one has like alternate timelines and the future. It's nuts, quite frankly. But I think that kind of edges it out. The second one out for me. I think over the first. I think it's more fun. I like seeing Michael J. Fox play like himself his older self, his son, his daughter, and like Biff's guy like playing all of his relatives. I think it's interesting to see the actors get to play all the different variations on.
Yeah, the mom as well.
Characters.
Like she plays quite a few characters.
Yeah.
She plays another one
In the
third
one.
one.
I can imagine they actually enjoyed themselves
Oh
quite
yeah,
a lot.
she does,
filming that.
doesn't she?
Yeah, she plays the relative.
Yeah. Oh, and they're Irish.
Yeah, the Irish
Yeah.
relative.
It must be fun because also none of the instances where they're in a lot of prosthetics are ones that are that prevalent in the film in terms of screen time. So you're probably pretty happy, like, because the guy who plays Biff, he's playing like most of the film, he's playing 50s Biff.
Yeah.
Really, and whenever he's got to wear prosthetics, like 85 Biffs in like 2 scenes, and then 2015 Biffs in like a couple. But I think it seems like a really enjoyable set of roles to play.
There's just like very different timelines, and like for people that are not big fans of that, they may not enjoy it as much. But I sort of enjoy the confusion of like.
Yeah, I think why I enjoy Back to the Future as well, because like it's a very fun experience to watch, like, and like
No, go on.
No, it's just really fun to watch, and I think especially this one because it does play with that idea of all of your actions having, like, you have consequences for your actions. Like when Marty did buy the almanac, and then Doc's like, "What the heck? Why are you doing that?" And then Biff, and then kind of that Biff's done a bad thing, and then Biff kind of has a heart attack and kind of dies, and then he's nasty, and it's just like. Kind of play on that whole idea of like bad things happen to bad people.
You get what you deserve. Like it's sort of like teaching you a lesson, saying like, oh, you may do things well for you in the short term, but in the long term you fucked.
Yeah, and it's like
that's what's happened with old Biff.
I think that as well. Like Marty's kids did. Oh, we didn't touch on the automobile accident in the end of the before Doc gets struck by lightning. Marty finds himself in the race with the Rolls Royce.
Isn't that in the third one?
Is that in the third one?
Yeah, it's in the third
Never
one.
mind.
We briefly established
he
got hit by
we haven't paid it off.
a Rolls Royce, but we haven't actually seen it take place.
I will explain in the next episode.
In the next episode.
Very, very sorry.
Okay. Also,
I love the films.
Elijah Wood is
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood is one of the 2 boys that Marty teaches to play like a video game in Cafe 80s, and they're like, you gotta play it with your hands. It's a baby game. I couldn't remember if it was Elijah Wood or like someone else, and I sit next to Dylan and I was like, so is it Elijah Wood or is it like whoever else I said it was? And then I saw the kid's face. I was like, oh, that's Elijah Wood. That is clearly him. I always like seeing like famous actors before they got famous and their weird little bit roles they're in.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to say. Cafe 80s is quite funny. The 80s nostalgia. They nailed that one on the head.
And like all of the screens start arguing.
Yeah.
When they come down.
Well, when I deep it, Elijah Wood is playing a guy that's our age, because it's 2015 and he's playing a guy that's like 10, so he'd be like. His character
in that universe.
they'd be like our age.
Yes, he would be.
Yeah. Do you reckon he come to this uni? We could be friends with him.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. What do you think he'd study?
Law.
Sports psychology.
Some like really. No,
he wouldn't do law because they outlawed. There are no lawyers anymore.
Oh yeah.
In the future.
In that universe.
In the far future. So what happened? So what I'm thinking is, on the basis that we got to 2015. And there were no flying cars, and there were no like hoverboards. In our timeline, was Biff successful? Do you think? And that's why we don't have any. Are we in the bad timeline?
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay, I mean that bad timeline they showed was a bit.
I mean, it's quite similar to America right now.
Yeah,
it'll be so real.
It was a bit depressing, wasn't it?
So.
Well, yeah, because it's the equivalent of if Biff
wait, it's like Trump. It's Trump.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if Biff became president, which is the world we're living in, unfortunately.
Wow. Okay. So
not to get all political, sorry, but
it can't be as bad as Biff.
Run.
You're gonna scare off our Biff supporting audience.
No,
it's not as bad.
Do you reckon they have red hats like Biff?
I don't really care. No, I do care about the politics, but I just really more bothered about Biff as a person, to be honest. Like Alex said, like rapist and shit.
Yeah.
Like all the politics comes like
Donald Trump.
second to that. Yeah.
So the film.
Okay. Yeah. We've gone a bit off kilter here.
They got a lot of things right though, even though they did get flying cars wrong. They got
I want my flying car. Where's my goddamn flying car?
Where's my hoverboard?
Like biometric scanners in households, they got that right. Like because obviously they had like thumbprints for the door.
Yeah. They had like Michael Jackson saying like, "Hey, you order this burger." BBB. That's not Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson doesn't do that.
And like Alexas, I guess. No, they were like.
Why didn't we get any of the cool stuff?
And then like Ronald Reagan's in it, it's like, "You must have the special." I was like, all I want is a Pepsi.
I'll trade brain rot for a flying car. Like they can have that.
I'll take the hoverboard.
They didn't have cell phones or smartphones.
No.
Do you reckon when they had flying cars, they'd have to do another driving test or like an extra theory test? Imagine a driving theory test for like flying in the sky. Like, what do you do if there's an airplane behind you? Well, like, get the fuck out of the way!
Does anyone drive a regular car in that movie? Aren't they all flying? Someone that I've just replaced it.
I'm almost certain.
Yeah,
at some
true.
Point,
actually, yeah.
I'm almost certain at some point you see a car land onto the ground.
I wouldn't like to fly a flying car. I'll be
part
terrified.
Of one test where you have to be good at both.
It'd be cool.
I just remember when the airplane comes.
Because imagine if it's a storm. Like we've seen with Doc, he gets struck by lightning, and like if there's an airplane, you just
maybe you have to drop. Maybe you can't fly at certain times.
Yeah, I'd be terrified.
Oh, that's true actually. Yeah.
Isn't it?
And how high do they go up?
I'd be terrified with someone driving it, let alone me.
I'd be terrified if you were driving it.
Isn't it the car that he grabs onto when he's on the hoverboard in the chase scene? Wasn't that flying at first? Then it lands onto the ground.
Yeah,
so,
you're right. You are right. Yeah.
So some people are still.
Do you reckon they park in the sky? Because.
Where's the fuel?
On a cloud?
No, I bet they park on. Because where would you stop? How would you be able to?
How would you get back to
the car?
What would you do?
Yeah, that's actually a very valid point.
Yeah. How would you park in the sky? Oh yeah, I'm just falling out.
Right, I didn't know if they'd have like car parks in the sky, like made of clouds.
No.
I'd like to meet Biff's wife. I'd like to know what woman got with Biff in the end because he's got kids.
Yeah.
He's got a grandson.
He's got a grandson. I'm quite interested, unless he's growing them in the future. I'd like to know.
Unless he just
Biff's
like randomly adopted some random.
Adopted. He looks exactly like him.
Okay.
That is there is no.
Yeah.
They look identical.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't argue with that one.
Although the 50s version of Biff, when the 2015 version says that they're related, he's like, I don't see the resemblance, which is quite funny, on account of it being exactly the same guy. I think the makeup in these films the prosthetics are very impressive, just all around. I mentioned that in the last one with Doc, but just like making everyone look older or.
Given the fact it was made in the 80s, it's very impressive.
Well,
it'd probably stand out today.
Prosthetics and like practical effects have always been a lot more advanced in the past than CGI does. Is there any? There must be CGI in this film, isn't there? The car flying and shit like that. I don't think they made the car fly. I mean, unless they're hiding them from me. I mean, there was a hoax about the hoverboards. I think people thought they were real. Thankfully, I've got the Wikipedia up and it can tell me. I didn't make notes about this one, but I do have it. Zemeckis said on the film's behind-the-scenes featurette that the hoverboards used in real life were not yet released to the public due to parental complaints regarding safety. And then footage of those said hoverboards were featured in the extras on the DVD release of the trilogy. A number of people thought Zemeckis was telling the truth and requested them at toy stores. So,
well, they got scammed.
Well, not scammed. They didn't buy anything, but they got pranked, I suppose. Pranked. Never lied to. Do you think the hoverboards are real, Lewis?
No.
What colour hoverboard would you want?
I don't really know. I never really skated, so I don't really see any ambition with having a hoverboard for me personally.
Yeah, but skating and hoverboard is like different because like skating you actually have to be good. Hoverboard you just stand on it and it goes forward.
True.
Unless you go over water, which you need power for.
Yeah.
Because I'm a bit clumsy with my coordination, I'll be a bit concerned doing all that.
Dyspraxia.
Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't look great doing it.
You wouldn't look great doing it.
No.
No, you don't think so.
I'd like Biff's one. Like when the little girl gets it after the race and she's like, I don't want that pink one back. I've got this. And like watching that, like obviously as a woman as well, you're like, hell yeah. Like because it was like, she didn't want the pink one.
Did you feel empowered by that song?
I felt extremely empowered. That is another reason why this is the best one.
Okay, I'm glad.
The only reason.
I'm glad that Back to the Future 2 as a woman made you feel empowered.
Back to the Future 2 is actually just a feminist novel, and it's been in disguise this whole time.
Which is why Jennifer's barely in it. And it's about two
But the
men.
little girl got the cool thing.
A little girl that has, like, what, 2 lines?
She's got 3.
Yeah, Ladkins.
More than you had.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, but
what are you going to do, huh?
I'm not in the story, though, am I?
Butthead.
Well, we bet you wish you could be, don't you?
Think, Lewis, think.
I'm not in the story.
No, I bet you wish you were, though.
Bong, 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 bong.
Biff Tannen have a field day with, like, bullies these days. Everyone just calls each other slurs now. You know,
Biff Tannen's PG compared to them.
No one beats each other up anymore. It's all just like calling each other stuff. Like, come on. We need to go back to the old days. I feel like just beating the crap out of a guy for no reason.
And trying to avoid manure trucks.
Avoiding manure trucks. Making him do your homework. You know, he had it sorted. He became the richest man in the country.
Yeah, how would you do it these days? Like, give someone your My Maths login, like.
Yeah, exactly. Like log into Cool Maths for me. What
Cool Math Games.
No. What did we have, Ladkins? When we were in
we
high
had
school?
I can't remember.
Did you have My Maths?
No, we had My Maths. My Maths was more primary school. We had Hegarty Maths.
Hegarty Maths.
No, he taught it, but like we did it like our homework in like Key Stage 3 on My Maths.
Oh.
I don't think we had. I can't remember.
I did have an online one. I had to do it every week. You got detention if you didn't.
They gave us like paper.
There was a site, but I don't think it was
like,
My Maths.
Years
something
before
else.
you did as well, like 3 years before you did.
I try and gloss wisely out of memory, to be fair.
My maths teacher gave us 2 maths homework a week. So we have one online that was like answer a number of questions, and one that was written. And because it was 2 bucket loads of fucking questions every week, I couldn't be asked to do the ones online, so I'd just like click it and it'd say it was wrong, and I'd reload it and I'd keep doing it until I got the question right, and just move on to the next one.
That's what I.
I'm really intrigued. What math set were you guys all in?
So we had 5, and I was in the second set, and then I got moved down to the third. So I guess I was like average.
Middle.
Yeah. What were you in, Ladkins?
4.
4. You're lower than me.
I was at the bottom.
So Did you pass your maths though?
Yeah.
I didn't. What does that tell you? Didn't take it.
Yeah, but I did foundation, and foundation easier.
Yeah, but
there you go.
He would have also done foundation.
Would I?
No. He did higher, didn't you?
I did
done higher.
Oh,
what
really?
What's
That's
that?
completely
What math set were you
in? I started in set 4 and then I ended in set 1.
Yeah, I was in.
Well done, man.
I was in set 1 my whole life. I was in set 1.
What the hell happened? You just fucking work your way up.
Yeah, because I got really bad sats, so all my predicted grades were like rock bottom terrible, and I started in everything. I started in was set 4 basically. You work your way up over 5 years. Some of them, like science, I would get like the highest grade in my class, and they still didn't move me up in.
Did you do your GCSEs, or was it during
Were you guys
COVID?
like smart then?
Yeah, I'm very clever to be fair.
I'm not smart.
I can't remember. Yeah, that's fine. I can't remember. I think we did like GCSEs.
We didn't do our GCSEs.
No, that's not. My predicted grades were what got me my failure in maths.
Yeah. Until
I actually did it, and I fucking got it. So fuck you, COVID-19. I don't know.
That was when I was in college.
Ooh. Feel old now, don't you?
What a weird era that was.
I don't feel old. I have quite a good life actually.
That doesn't.
But what if it all changed and I went back to the future? Thanks for the laughs, guys.
That was so hilarious. We're so glad that we've got you back for another episode, Maya. You bring such joy to the role.
You bring a lot of knowledge.
Do you want to give us some fun facts or any trivia you've got for us about the movie?
No.
This is the second installment in the trilogy. I can't think of facts on the spot.
It's going well, isn't it?
It's supposed to be our seasoned expert.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have loads of experience.
We have dedicated 3. You are a quarter of the output of Film of Heaven this year. 3 episodes.
You chose to do it, not me.
Well,
no, you chose the film.
You chose the film.
Yeah, I chose Back to the Future. You chose 1, 2, and 3.
You know what you need to do?
We put our faith in you. Go back to the bar. Go to the bar we belong.
That's unfair.
That's brutal. The only fact I can think of is the Jeffrey Weissman thing.
Well, I've already done that.
We've already established that.
No, I've got facts for the third film.
Dave was in a deleted scene. Marty's brother, another deleted scene.
Dave,
his brother.
Marty's brother. Yeah. You know, Jimmy Olsen. He's the same actor.
Jimmy, shit, really?
Yes, that's a fact. Dave played Jimmy Olsen in Superman.
Which Superman?
Like the Chris Reeve ones.
Okay.
The original ones.
All right, good job, Ladkins.
Yeah.
So
I've got a fact. Yeah, he played a homeless guy in a deleted scene. Dave.
Hell yeah.
He was playing a hobo because Biff kicked him out.
Oh.
In the 1985 Biff timeline.
1985 timeline.
Yeah, he played a homeless guy.
That makes a lot of sense. All right then. Right. You know what? You've really earned your keep here. Like, I'm glad we've had you here instead of.
So I've got fascinating fact for you there.
I'm really. Mark McClure. Yeah. Jimmy Olsen, the Superman. Oh, good job, lad.
Good job. Unlike Maya actually
You've
came
aced
up
it.
with something.
Thanks, Maya. Yeah. Thanks, Maya, for being here. That was wonderful. Okay, so what I will say is about this movie. I think the depiction of the future in this film is so funny. I just love it. I love whenever you watch an old thing and it's like it's the future of 1984. It's like great.
Yeah.
It's so interesting to see it compared. I think if I was writing something set in the future, I'd go so far, like unfathomable.
If you had a time machine, where would you go back?
That's a good question.
Because I was thinking that earlier, but I didn't.
Where would you go? Where would you go?
Would you go? Well, I'm asking you first because I want to.
Would you go forwards or backwards?
I wouldn't go forwards because I
do not want to know.
Do we get to pick where we go, or is it forwards, backwards, and we stay here?
Well, yeah, that's the thing actually. That does not. It doesn't move in space, so it'd have to be here or anywhere you could draw, anywhere you could drive
or fly.
Oh shit, or fly, yeah.
So in theory, I could just go anywhere as long as.
Oh yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, it flies. No, totally. You can go anywhere you want.
All right.
He's giving it a thought. You got anything, Ladkins?
Let me think about it.
No, I'm waiting for your answer. To be fair,
I'd go. On the one hand, I'd like to go to the future because I'm hoping that if I go far enough, I could get myself like an android body and I could be immortal. But at the same time, what if I go to the future and it's kind of like fucked, and I'm like, well, this is kind of depressing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if I go to the future and it's ended, I'm gonna go on a mad like dash to try and fix it and inadvertently destroy history. So maybe I'll just go see.
I feel like the future has massive risks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, so
so does the past.
So does the past. To be fair,
if you spoke to the wrong person, you could change everything.
Well, you could go to the past and not like. You're not in the timeline, you're just watching it. You're like an observer, like God.
Well, then you're still risking them finding the DeLorean. That itself is like if something.
But like if you went back to a time where they would have had a DeLorean, but then I guess your options are really, really minuscule.
I'm intrigued to go to the past where like your actions have no consequences.
Well, where could you go?
Prohibition in America. I'd like to do that. That'd be cool.
Constantinople.
Let me think. You can go to
or like Pangea, and just
yeah.
drive around the world like woo,
and hope nothing stepped on you.
Yeah, or dinosaurs. That would be really cool.
I think it'd be cool to you
dinosaurs actually.
Well, I just did.
Yeah, no, but no one usually. I hear this question all the time.
I think
prehistoric age.
I would be worried about getting eaten.
Yeah, but still would be a cool way to go.
Metal vehicle.
The risk with the time machine, with the brittleness of the DeLorean, is that you could get stuck somewhere if it got broke, whereas something like the TARDIS is indestructible. So if you're going somewhere with the DeLorean, you're going to want to be careful that it's not going to get like arrowed or anything. Because if Doc Brown's not there, he's not going to be able to fix it. That's a rough one. It's hard to think of where to go, really.
Okay, what modern time period would you go to? Would you go to the last 30 years, or
what do you consider modern?
Like
anything they cover in Horrible Histories.
50 years. 100 years.
100 years?
I was thinking modern. 50 years.
So I could go to the 1920s.
Yeah, okay.
7 Wives Now!
Oh, yes.
I would go to the 60s, hang out with the Beatles.
That's a good one. I'll come with you.
Do you think they'd like you?
No.
Which one? Depends which one.
Yeah, fair enough.
What do you mean, wouldn't like me?
I think...
No, it's impossible to not like you, Lewis.
No, I think everyone would like me apart from John, because John has a very short temper, and he'd think I'm a twat.
I don't even want to hang out with like Paul anyway.
Yeah.
And George.
What about the random bloke that got kicked out?
Oh, Pete Best.
Yeah.
I could become Pete Best.
Yeah.
I feel like
I could replace him.
Pete better.
I think because you're witty. Like, I think, like, John may like you or tolerate you.
Okay.
John didn't even like Paul at some point.
No,
John was a twat. So God, no. Imagine what John would be like with Jamie. He'd want to punch.
I'd want to see Band-Aid, like see Queen in Wembley. That would be
that'd be good.
There's a lot of gigs I think I'd want to go back and see, like certain bands' last gig.
Oh, I'd love to see the rooftop concert for the Beatles. I'd kill to see that.
I'd like to go see Muhammad Ali, George Foreman too.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick. Some good stuff. We've got some good ideas. We should build the time machine. After this, we'll go build one.
Look for our local DeLorean.
Totally. Yeah. Well, what would you want your time machine to be? Would you want it to be a DeLorean if you had one? Like if you were building your own time machine, what would you make it out of?
You know a
fridge.
A fridge. Okay.
Fridge. Okay.
I think it'd be a bit cold in there.
I think. You know the classic Toyota that everyone uses in like a Civil War. Yeah.
No, that's Narnia, Lewis.
No.
Yeah, just any Civil War Toyota that will probably take a rocket to the face without breaking down.
What's the one that Top Gear like they put on top of a building and they collapsed the building and it survived it and it still worked? That one truck. I'll have that truck. That thing will last, mate.
Yeah.
Or imagine having a monster truck, like a massive monster truck as your time machine.
Or a train. Imagine having a train.
Wow, that takes us perfectly onto the third film.
I know, right?
With a monster truck, it's going to stand out a bit, though, isn't it?
Imagine a flying monster truck as well, because obviously the wheels, like...
Oh, yeah.
Go, like,
cool.
flat.
That'd be sick. I don't know if I've ever seen a monster truck in real life. No, I have. Never mind.
Or a tank.
A tank, yeah.
That would be quite
it's not going to hit 88 though, is it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's the only thing. So,
a white van.
A white van. You've got to get.
Yeah, it's roomy.
It is roomy.
Because, like, if you're travelling for a while, put it on autopilot.
Go back in time and kidnap important people.
That's funny.
Like Bill and Ted.
What? That's so weird.
It's a white van, but it's not like a pedo van. It's a fucking.
It's
it could be a pedo
machine.
It could be a pedo van if you wanted it to be.
No.
You could kidnap
if
famous
you wanted
historical children if you so wish.
I don't really want
Macaulay Culkin.
No, I mean I wouldn't do that, but I don't know what Lewis wants to do. Macaulay Culkin, you've got plans, you've got ideas.
No.
Oh.
I was more thinking like Donald Trump.
We don't want him to be home alone.
Or like Hitler.
But then, no, but the thing is, right, if you did go and do all of that stuff, like, but what would our present day be like now? So if you killed Donald Trump when he was a kid, surely there would be an equivalent evil, or if not,
surely there would be some
Probably.
kind of historical figure that's similar to him.
Like it's the same thing.
So same thing with
Hitler.
Hitler.
Back and killed Hitler. Yeah, there would
surely be an evil. I mean, Stalin is one of them.
Yeah, there'd be an equivalent person that would have started a world war. I just think.
I'd just go. You know what? I'd go get
Maybe
an almanac.
Maybe
I'd get an almanac.
Okay, it'd be like that, but maybe
So if you had your time travel white van, who would you kidnap? You're going to get one.
I'm not saying I'd kidnap anyone.
one historical figure you can kidnap and bring them to the present. They'll live with you in your house. Who do you want? Anyone dead?
Do they have to be dead?
They've got to be dead. Why? Who are you thinking?
Elton John would be pretty fun to have for like if I had like a house party. Like imagine Elton John in his prime.
At
like,
the house party.
Just off his face, like playing loads of songs, like rolling around. Like it would be like going and tearing up Broad Street with Elton John. Us both being like mid-20s, that would be so much fun.
Oh yeah, you get young Elton John.
Yeah.
Like
me and young Elton John
glasses.
in his like Donald Duck outfit and me like all dressed up. That would be insane.
I'd want to live with Christopher Lee until I'd kidnap him from the past.
That's respectable.
I just think it'd be fun to hang out with.
Or Marilyn Monroe, she'd be pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
that's
a good idea. Yeah.
I'd like to share a drink with her. Just be like, what? How do you do it?
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the winner there.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we're going with Marilyn Monroe.
We're going with Marilyn.
Once we've built it. Okay, well that's done then.
It's coming for you, Marilyn.
Glad we've all decided on that. We're on our way. Right, Connor. What'd you give?
We've only got 40 minutes left, by the way.
What'd you get? Shit, do we?
Yeah.
Connor, what'd you give the film out of 10?
9.
9.
9. Same as the first one.
10. I'll give it a 9. That's it. All right, we'll see you for the third one at some point when we go back to 1885 with Cowboys or something.
Yeah,
all right, bye.
Bye.